Cardano down almost 10% from just the other day when it was hitting its all-time high. But one thing is true, one thing is certain. Cardano blockchain not down. Cardano blockchain growing at record speed. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe and like on the way in. Let's jump into this video. This video about Cardano. We're gonna definitely look at the price. We're gonna dig into what's going on the charts. But this video about Cardano blockchain and the growth that it's seeing, the innovation that is being built upon it right now. Cardano blockchain is about to absolutely explode with innovation. It already has. It really already has. But right now, it's becoming apparent in front of the masses of what's been being built behind the scenes. And it's a really wonderful story. And I want to give a shout out to Cardax for sponsoring this video, this Cardano video. Cardax is a DEX that many people in the Cardano community have their eyes on, and they're making moves. Now, there's a special story behind the innovation that lies within Cardax, and it starts here, March 14th. I was just going back. This is their first tweet. A DEX to trade Cardano native tokens. We've all imagined it. Smart contracts are coming, everybody. And this is getting very close. We are on it. Support our proposal on Project Catalyst. And this is the story. This is the wonderful story. You can see them. Here's how to vote for Cardax on Project Catalyst app. And guess what? They won Fund 4. They won. And you can just see here, it was a huge milestone for Cardax. And this is what innovation, this is what building looks like when building on the Cardano ecosystem. So here's a tweet, and I pulled this up because it's really monumental in terms of what is getting ready to happen here in September in really 2 to 3 weeks. Congratulations to IOHK team. Smart contracts on Cardano are getting closer to becoming a reality. And this is months ago. This was back in June 15th, and the story continues. This is awesome. In June, which projects in the Cardano ecosystem do you think will do well and why? And this is the Cardano ecosystem chart in June. This is tweeted by Cardax in June. So as we follow this story of innovation and this story of growth, look at this today. There's the same ecosystem, a little bit bigger, isn't it? A little bit larger. And it's just absolutely insane to watch this. And Cardax, such a big part of it, a pioneer in the DEX space. And they just tweeted this also in June. Which Cardano native tokens would you like to swap on Cardax DEX once we launch? And so it is, months later, getting very close to launch. I really appreciate them for sponsoring this video. We definitely have our eyes on them, on the team. Ryan Morrison over there just doing a fabulous job growing this startup on Cardano. And I'm very excited to kind of see what they do. We'll obviously keep a close track on it as Ryan and his team of engineers and DevOps and designers and community managers, we're going to track them and see what they do. So special shout out. Thank you, Cardax, once again. Let's pivot over to the Cardano charts, because with all of that said, with the projects that are being built on Cardano, here we have price. And you and I mean, we're interested, we're intrigued by price. And this is what we're watching on the weekly chart. There are some very important things I want to throw out at you. And this is what it is on the weekly. You remember this explosive move from the 20-week moving average. We likened it even before it happened to the explosive move that we had in November going into the bull market. There are so many similarities. We tracked the consolidation here, similar to the consolidation here. But now it's time to track what happened next after the explosive move, and that is volatility and consolidation. And so if we fall into this range of volatility and consolidation right now, do not be surprised. The key on the macro chart is the 20-week moving average. It's right now at $1.64. It'll get pulled up if we stay above, $2 for the short to mid-term. It'll get pulled up there, but right now it's $1.64. Ultimately, we want to see Cardano just stay above that area for long-term macro consolidation before continuation to the upside. Now, will that happen? Will we even get a dip close to the 20-week moving average? Smart contracts on the way right now, weeks away. The ecosystem just absolutely exploding. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. If it happened, it wouldn't surprise me, but anticipate consolidation along the way. We talked about on the weekly, there's a lot of room on momentum oscillators to the upside. There is room. This little break of consolidation is not a bad thing. Again, this right here, the sideways action, comparatively to right here, is what we've been tracking, right? So you see all the similarities on these charts. Then we get this explosive move right here, similar to the explosive move here. And check it out on the RSI. The explosive move ended in the midterm with some consolidation before continuation. So if we get some consolidation here, don't be surprised by it. Have patience. This could be weeks and weeks of consolidation, and we just want to be aware of that and ready for that in case we don't get continued upside. But let's start digging into the charts and really start seeing the possibilities here. This is the daily chart. Just to give you a quick little glimpse on the daily, this is the consolidation on that chart. So there's that explosive move in November, boom, on the daily, and there's all that consolidation we just looked at. This is what it looks like on the daily chart. And so here's the explosive move now, this time around. Are we going to get consolidation? One thing to note all the way back here, Cardano got pulled into the 20-day moving average and the blue line even touching that 50-day. It just got pulled into it before explosive move to the upside. We always wait for these moves. So let's dig into the daily chart now, and this is what we're watching for. So we talk about the 20-day, where it is. We track it right now around $2.15 in a really key Fibonacci area. And I think last time we tracked it, we weren't confluent with the support area last time, but now it's there. So this is the range we want to be prepared for just in case there's continued downside. So if we're bringing up our Fibonacci retracement, remember, it's this last swing low on the daily to the swing high all-time high, and we have this retracement area to be prepared for at the very least. The 618 at 230 area to the 786 right around 210, 215. That's the area we want to just make sure we're ready for if Cardano doesn't make an explosive move to the upside. 20-day moving average down there, confluent with that area right now. It's what we want to see. It would be normal if Cardano actually made its way into that range. Not saying it's going to, but it's a downward scenario you want to be prepared for if markets do fall. If Bitcoin falls, cryptos fall, Cardano likely to retrace to key support areas as well. Want to be ready for it. But let's talk about the flip side of that, right? Let's talk about the upside target. And we can go over to actually, before we even do that, let's talk about, before we go to the 6 hour, I want to talk about this on the daily. This is the swing high, all-time high of May, the 250 range to that swing low. And this is how we're charting that macro Fibonacci. Remember, we interacted with this resistance. We failed at the 786, came to the 618, and then boom, explosive move. That bullish confirmation on the daily chart, the long-term charts we waited for. Now we have a continued target to the upside. You can see here, the target is $3.50. It's a 1618 higher high area. So if we don't get this retracement down to support, this is that next parabolic leg up to the 350 area, 100% in play for Cardano. I'm tracking it. I'm waiting for it because if crypto markets move going into this next 2 to 3 weeks with smart contracts on September 12th for Cardano, you better believe Cardano is very, very much a top contender to outperform crypto markets. So that's what I'm watching for on the daily chart in terms of continued upside. If we go dig into the short-term charts now, there's some interesting things I want to draw to your attention. This is, we're actually getting some structure here on the 6 hour. Remember, we were kind of getting this nice move to the upside, consolidation, boom, to the upside, and just going parabolic. And I just said, when we get in these price discovery areas, I like to see it cool off. I like to see structure. And look at Cardano right now, even 278. I think I was getting ready to start the video at 275. So a little bit of a move right now. And this is what's cool. I'm going to do this. I'm going to zoom in on the hourly, which I don't do often. And you can see I was going to talk about this potential structure that's being formed right now. And we're going to have to analyze this and see how this kind of comes to fruition. But right now we have an obvious two-touch lower trend line area, right? So, and that is right here, right around $2.60. And that is Cardano revisiting a short-term 618 support area. So what that looks like is on the 6 hour, that swing low there to swing high. And we talked about it before it happened. I don't know if you remember, we were like up here somewhere. We talked about the retrace, the dip for Cardano in play to this Fibonacci. It played out perfectly, came back up, bounced again on the 618, and we're still ranging above that area. So we have a lower trend line area of support right now, around 260. So we can definitely just chart that. And then from that all-time high, we kind of have just this upper trend line of sorts, right? Cardano has been kind of struggling with these lower highs in the very short term on the hourly chart. Remember, this all-time high was just 2 days ago. So this is playing out in real time. And right now we're waiting to see if Cardano can start breaking certain areas. So on the short term, swing high right here to this swing low to support. Cardano is in it right now. And this is the short-term resistance we want to see Cardano break. So right now, Cardano's at 278. It doesn't do anything to give me any type of bullish excitement or bullish confirmation. We have the 786 up here around 280. If Cardano can start closing 6-hour candles above the 280 area, then we can start talking about Cardano potentially looking for that bullish confirmation of reversal from the short-term downtrend that it's been in. So we want to see if Cardano can start putting in 6-hour closes above $2.80. It's a 786 on the very short term from that swing high here, and that was around 283 on the 24th yesterday, to the swing low at 260, back to the Fibonacci. And you already see the resistance has been here at this Fibonacci pretty much all day on this hourly chart. And right now we want to see if Cardano can break above the 786 around 280 and start closing 6-hour candles above 280. That's what I'm watching on these charts. Remember, short-term target to the upside. Well, I shouldn't say short-term, short to mid-term. If there's continuation here in the next week or so, 350 is a potential area in play. Notice, if Cardano fails to the downside, we have to start preparing for that daily support that we just talked about all the way down here in the 230 to 210 range. So be prepared, everybody. I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen next, but I can tell you one thing for certain. You and I, as we track this every day, we're always prepared. And we always have a plan, because that is the key to success in crypto. I'm telling you, if you have a plan and you're ready for every scenario, you're going to be very surprised at the wise decisions that you make. Once again, special shout out to Cardax for sponsoring the video. And everybody, I just want to be very transparent with you. As I do at Crypto Capital Venture, bring on sponsors and stuff, I'm only going to bring ones on that I'm excited about, that I'm watching, that I like, that I believe in, and that I think many of you are following as well. So it's awesome as a community that we can do this. I appreciate their support for sponsoring the video. Let's see what happens for Cardano tonight. I'll see you all in the next video. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. God bless.